Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to another episode of Quantus here on the ftog'ians server. Today we're gonna mix it up a little bit. We did a lot of building the last many episodes, and today I would like to do a couple of different things. Of course I'm gonna show you guys what I have built between episodes and so on. Hey, I haven't been over here in a long time. We built this a long time ago, but ever since I got flight, I don't need ender pearls anymore like I did before. And it looks like, I bet you Grok added the vector plates up here, right? Yes. Very cool. Perfect, so you don't need to take the rail cart going back and forth anymore. Oh man, this is an amazing amount of ender pearls we get from over here. But anyways, so what I want to get started with is I would like to get more GP power, okay? What is this for? This looks like something, I have no idea what this is for. Some kind of ritual or whatever, I bet you. Anyways, I'd like to have more GP power. And for that, I would like to use some dragon generators. So I decided I'm going to farm everything up that we need for 2 of these end crystals. So what I did first is farm a bunch of wither skeleton skulls in our nether wither farm area. Wither skull farm area, I should say. And then when I had 8 withers killed, then I remembered that I needed 4 more for, what's it called, the dragon generator. I totally forgot about those here because they also need 2. So altogether I killed 12 of them today. And then I made, like I said, 8 of these end crystals here. That I just made like that, and I believe we need 4. I've never resummoned the dragon, so that's gonna be something new for me. And also, of course, I needed to go out and get me a bunch of gas tiers for this whole thing. I only had 1 gas tier. So I spent a little bit time in the nether, but I'm the only one on here this morning on the server, so they were spawning very fast for me, which was good. I had to barely wait maybe like 30 seconds between I found the next ghast and so on. And then I also brewed up 2 potions here. I brewed first up the Flask of Mending. It's instant health 2 from Botania, which takes a nether wart, a glimmering melon or something like, yeah, glimmering melon, I think that's what it's called, and a potato. And then I brewed this one up with a ghast tier glowstone and nether wart. So I think these should be fine. We have okay armor. I'm not really too worried about the dragon himself or herself because, you know, dragon is clearly female because we get an egg afterwards, right? So, I think, according to the wiki, it says you simply need to put 4 end crystals around the exit portal. Now, problem is that if this doesn't work, you can't pick them up because they go boom, okay? Let me take 4 out of here so I don't, by mistake, click this during the fight, and let's bring the regeneration over here so it's all closer together. Alright, let's just try this. So we'll put 1 here, 1 there. Yes, it worked. Sweet. And I'm sure that I'm not going to show you guys both of the... let me get out of here because these things I think have an initial explosion when they get made again. Because it's going to take me a few minutes, you know, to kill the dragon and so on by myself. But like I said, I'm going to keep recording the whole time just in case something does go wrong. But I don't expect it to. I wonder, so there's 2 with cages. So can I shoot these already? Oh, really? Am I that bad at aiming? Alright, we'll just get rid of these first to make it easier on ourselves. Yeah, dragon. Give me a break here. Hold on a second. I'll be right with you. Get away from me. Oh wow, I regened automatically quite fast. Break this here. Make sure that we get out of explosion and... Bam! Perfect. Now, in modded Minecraft, the dragon to me has never really been a... Ooh, that was close. A challenge. I am actually preparing a vanilla episode on my vanilla world where I want to solo the dragon. And that is something that I have never done. And I feel like I owe it to you guys and also myself to at least do that once in vanilla Minecraft to solo the dragon. Hey, you mad at me for breaking your crystals there? Alright. Let's get at least one hit. Hello, thank you. My bow is pretty good. I got mending on it. Power 5? Power 4? I don't even know. Power 4, punch 1, infinity, and XP boost 3. So, that is nice. Alright, good. Land. Now, can I, in this phase, actually hit him with a bow? No, let's just go ahead and... Alright, calm down. Hello, hitbox? Alright, here we go. We got the first one. Very nice. It wasn't too hard at all. Oh yeah, I forgot we're getting these two. And by the way, I mean, I do have an... Oh my god, I went through like a moron. So I gotta go back. We do have a dragon egg over here in the tavern since we killed it, but I don't want to use it. Is it still here? Yeah, right there in the heart. Because we got that as a group, and I think it would be unfair if I go ahead and used it. I want to leave it there in the tavern. That was a really nice group event we had that day. And that is why I'm killing 2 of them myself. And yeah, so let me go ahead and... Actually, you know what? Let's bring a piston with us. So it's actually not bad that I came through here. So I can get the piston, and then we can do the trick to pick up the egg without it flying all over the place. Be sure, perfect piston, and give me a, whatever, redstone torch. That's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the second one. I always been taking Techno's nether portal now to go in there, because going up the tower takes me longer than just flying up here. And walking through his nether portal, so it's much quicker. Alright, I'm back here. Because this thing I definitely would like to take with me. Are you ever gonna come out of spinny animation here? Do I need to do something? Right click? No? Just gonna make me dizzy. That's what it's doing. Alright, there we go. Did I get it? Yes, I did. Alright, so let me go ahead and suck up this XP. Do not knock me in there again. Come here, get some. Where are you? Ooh, the Enderman almost killed me. They are so tough when you play on hard. Can I hit you from up here? Really? Get out of here. Alright, can I now please get my stuff over here? That would be very nice. I don't need any more dragon's breath because we still have plenty of it from the group event. Alright, let's go ahead and make sure that this egg pops towards us. Let's not click on it. There we go. And pick it up. Thank you very much. I don't know if it always drops in the same place, but I'm just gonna take this with me. And I'm gonna go ahead and summon the second one and kill it. And then I'll see you guys back in the base when we set up the dragon egg generators. Alright, let's go ahead and make these 2 dragon egg generators. I hope I have everything. 2 of you. And don't burn. Please tell me I have some left of that. Where would I have put this? Oh, right there. Good. Perfect. And I have everything, right? Perfect. Awesome. So there's these 2. Let's put this stuff away real quick. And this. And need you right now. Or the ender pearls. And we're going to add this over to our current GP production. Now, I spoke with Grok here the other day, and he actually told me that he put his GP production at spawn underneath Non-Sanity's iron farm, because that's always chunk loaded. And I think I will do the same very soon. Because I don't want to keep this area here chunk loaded when we move to the house. Because, you know, the less chunks that are loaded, the better. So let's see here. We have grid power of 128 and 628. You get 500 per each one of these generators. Okay, now before we head over to our new base, I wanted to explain also why do I want so much GP, and that is because I want to make extensive use of a lot of the screens in our base, okay, for paintings and so on, and there's gonna be a lot of other things from extra utilities that we're gonna delve into in the future, and I just wanted to get it out of the way. There's a lot of things that are really good when it comes to the generators and also the crusher and also the furnaces and so on, so I can upgrade them. All the upgrades now cost you GP and so on, right? And there's a lot of other blocks that I don't know what these are for yet, so I do want to explore extra utilities a little more in depth this time, just to play around with a lot of things that I never played around with. But before we go over to the new base, you guys see I have a project bag or project memory card ready for today. And there's lots in here, okay? We're gonna do storage. I am very inspired by Toddy's auto-crafting with RF tools. I would like to set something up for that. But before we do that, I am tired. I really am. Of running down this hallway and then flying up to the base. Or running up the base, right? Because also during this move here, I constantly gonna need to come back here, get items, put them into the slots that I want them to have, and so on. So it is time that we start setting up a little bit of a... Oh, wow. Man, I've been crafting so much, and I still forgot to make receivers. I can't believe it. I only made, not receivers, just receiver. So we're gonna need 3 of those. So let's get 6 gold nuggets. I'm gonna need 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 iron, and I'm gonna need 6 lapis. Get started with that. It's kind of sad that I know this recipe offhand already, but I do. 9 ender pearls, 6. Whoop, I keep opening the wrong one. Not for much longer, because then we're gonna have a new storage system. It's gonna be all up. I needed 9. Gonna be all much easier here very soon. Okay, let's just craft these up real quick and done. All right, got 3 of these as well. All right, I just need 1 here for the moment. Actually, no, I need 2. I made 1 extra just so I have them, but I really don't need them today. So let's put them down here out of the way, and I'm gonna need 1 of these. So I made 3 more of these simple power cells. Okay, oh, they need to set to out. Hey, you know what? What does it take to make that wrench right here? Because this would be very helpful. Just that's easy. Let's make 1 of those. I could have sworn that I made 1 of them already, but apparently I didn't. Here we go. Good. So now we can finally set this up properly. I don't like to have to just have them all. You know what I mean? So I made a couple of these ID cards and linked them to my network 12. And I made simple power cells because I don't see a reason of these teleporters here to have a million RF sitting here. I know that it's not wasted because it keeps it in the system, and I really didn't mean to do that. I apologize. I put my magnet back on. I was just farming some blazes to keep up on my mana because I needed so much during the dragon fight and so on. So we're gonna set this one here to output and output, and for right now I'm also gonna set this for output, but I'm gonna set it back. So this is gonna be out and this is gonna be in. So I always like to name mine Thor Tavern In. Actually, we don't need the in because it doesn't matter. So Thor's Tavern, and this one here is going to be Thor Tavern. Okay. And actually, I am not doing this correctly. I'm also gonna need my dialing device, which is right here. And you should be getting charged. Okay, good. Oh, we can be Snoopy. Let's see here. Dragon's Nest, Toddy Storage Processing. Chaos. Ooh. What? No way out. Okay, I will not be going there. Okay, so this one here stays and this one stays. Okay, and now I need to, for right now, just wrench this one here to output. And we're gonna set up our receiver here. And this one is gonna call Thor Palace. And now I can tie Thor Tavern to Thor's Palace and dial it. And break this, because now this one is set, right? And now I'm gonna tie this one here. This is gonna be called... Whoop. Sorry for the motorcycle going by. Thor Palace. And we're gonna set this one to go to the tavern and dial. So they're always dialed, and now if I go into this one over at the other base, at the palace, so this one is unset, done. And, you know, for the time being, I don't need to put this somewhere else. So I'm just gonna leave it here. In case I want to dial somewhere else, I could do that and leave it there. But now let me show you guys what I have been working on between episodes. This is gonna be the last time we need to fly there right now. So let's take the proper way. Instead of flying, we're gonna follow our beautiful hallway up here. It's kind of funny now that I have so much more experience with building Japanese. I'd like to change a lot of these things up here. From the outside, it's pretty good. I like it. But the inside here is too bland, too boring. This one here needs work. It's too clean. Very happy about our bridge and the two tories that we made. And, oh, there's a little lag spike. And this one here, you guys see, this is a glimmering. I think, yeah, they're slightly pulsing. And I learned, because you guys see, it's all bright up here, but you cannot see them yet. They're gonna be rendered when we go higher. I hung a bunch of these fairy lightings. And when you make them with the glowstone, they now emit light. Check it out. They actually emit light now. That's why all of this is so much brighter here now, and I love it. I think this little detail really added a lot to our build here. And now I just want to go through. Thank you so much, guys, for your comments and input. It was really, one thing was anonymous. Oh, check it out, by the way. I made a Flask of Owl sight. Because all the floodlights, I took them down because they just don't fit anymore, right? I want to start really finishing this here. And this one here just gives me night vision, which made it super easy for building, all right? Especially when you get to chiseling bits and you chisel a lot of things with a dark, like all these corners here and all these in the right here, these little details and so on. When you start chiseling with this basalt, it's pretty crazy. And thank you very much to Toddy. He has a quantum quarry already, and he brought over 10 stacks of basalt for me because I was out. So that helped me a lot to finish my build here. So the night vision helps a lot when you do that, okay? I don't need to worry about, you know, putting lights everywhere and so on anyways because of the mega torches, but when it comes to the chisel bits, the night vision is very useful. Guys, remember I said this is going to be our centerpiece here, right? There's going to be a big throne down here, and this bottom floor here itself is... It might have our travel corner, nicely decorated for the RF2's teleporters and so on, or whatever else we're going to use. But otherwise, this down here is supposed to be for show, okay? I really want to decorate. I was thinking of having a section somewhere with bonsai trees and maybe indoor fountains and whatnot, okay? There's still lots to do. I also hung some of these in here. I made a ton of those. But the centerpiece here, I wanted to have something. You guys remember there was the spruce wall right here? It's still there because I needed to look good from the outside, but I didn't want to see that, right? And I wanted this to look a little bit better than just the quartz stone, so I decided to use the quartz. And I looked up dragon heads on Google Images, found one that looked pretty good, and then I made it myself in here. Similar. It's not as nice as the picture I found, of course, but hey, it's chiseling bits. And I think it turned out pretty good. Now, the red here is red stained clay. And the monitor I play on, okay, I have 3 monitors. The one in the middle I play on, I have 2 vibrant colors because I know it's not very smart because it doesn't really look like the video itself, but it's warmer. It just, I don't know, I like it better when I play, okay? So for you guys, the red here it's a brownish red, right? And I noticed that when I took some screenshots and shared them, that it wasn't that red, and it really needs to be red. So I'm gonna have to change out this chiseled hardened clay. It's 2 layers, you guys see. I actually made the whole red outline first, and then I decorated the eye and also these black lines and wings or whatever this is, right? The decoration in it, and then I laid another layer of red stained clay on top of only the red stained clay. And I chose a golden eye because, you know, we made the gold farm. So I want to have that in here. And of course, there's going to be the nether portal somewhere down here. I'm got to be careful when I make it. So it actually lines up with our gold farm nether portal. But that's another day. So I'm going to have to redo the red. So it's really red. And I'm going to probably use flat colored blocks for that. It was anonymous. Pretty much everybody said use this dark oak. The wood part here. And then it was kind of split between glass and the birch lattice that we use in the tunnel, right? And I decided to go with the glass. I made the decision there. Like I said, it was pretty split down the line. Because when you look up here, I'm building this here so it looks the best when you're down here walking it. Okay? Yes, we can all fly on the server or have brooms or whatever, but you know, you want to have the best impression when you walk in down here, when you're on the main floor, I think. And with the birch lattice, this would have been too busy, honestly. And I also like that you can look into all the different rooms when it's finished or out, okay? So, and you guys see tons of decorations. Right here, Tani actually came over and helped me because I didn't know how to make this divider here. And he actually came up with this. He's like, why don't you just use spruce stairs, different texture and so on. And I'm really happy how that looks. It looks really good. I dig it. Tons more of the immersive engineering lamps. Oh, you guys saw when we set up the receiver and the transmitter. I forgot to mention, I set up a coke oven and a blast furnace because I needed a bunch of treated wood for the improved windmills, and I also needed a steel for each one of them. So it was time that I set those up, but you guys have seen it a million times. No reason to show that. Okay, and then right here, it turned out that I used the same trim around here on all the windows, because even if we put a picture in or glass windows, I like it. I like this outside of it. It gives it it's a different look, okay? And this one, this, and this. So these 5 here are gonna be covered completely. And then these 4 here are gonna have glass windows. So now, because that is not symmetrical, I decided I'm going to leave the screen over here with a nice picture. I love this picture. And the 5 over here, I want to tell a story, again with the screen. So that's going to take me a while to figure or find some historical, you know, like of Ronins or the rise of an emperor to power. You guys know how a lot of times in the Asian world, or also like in Egypt and so on, in the hieroglyphs, they always tell a story of the emperor and how to rise to power and so on. And this is what I would like to have in here. So if you guys have any idea of what story would be good to tell here, please go down, tell me in the comments, and then I'm going to Google it and look it up. But I think that is a good idea. And these things look so tiny in here, right? These are supposed to be a Japanese symbol. These are banners, right? And I looked it up on the internet, and one person posted how they made this, and I made it. And it does look like a Japanese symbol. Of course, it doesn't mean anything. But I am not too happy about this because they get so lost in here when you come in here, right? I mean, look how tiny they are. But anyway, that is all I wanted to show in here for today. I'm gonna, oh no, sorry. This one up here, you guys see these 4 walls. They weren't here before. Because when you look out here, you can see, let me just show you real quick because I think it's important. You can see this when you were looking up, right here and also up here. And there was a lot of these little lighting bugs because, you know, with slabs and so on. And I didn't want to see this from the inside. I think it looks more finished. You know, you wouldn't just see everything exposed. So I pulled in these 4 walls. But of course, they were super naked. And this right here is those 2 flat roof sections. You guys remember the slab lighting bugs that we had here? So I pulled up. These are planks, dark oak wood planks. And then these are slabs from quartz slabs. So I just came up with this very simple design, and it fits because in Japanese, I looked at so many images the last few weeks on Japanese buildings and so on. It's crazy. Just trying to get inspiration, you know, what makes it look Asian or Japanese, right? And they have a lot of wood paneling with inlaid paper or something like that. So I think it fits very well, and it closes this off perfectly. Let me take one more sip of this. I've been making so many of them over and over. And then I wanted to have something. These walls are still too empty. I still have to figure out what to put on here. But you can barely tell from down here if you hear, right? Besides this one, obviously. You can barely see these walls. So it's fine. But I made this big bracket system up here. Because right here, I want to have a big centerpiece hanging. I don't know yet what. A chandelier or something. I'm not sure yet. But the problem is I only have, I think, like 5 blocks to here. And then it would already hit this lantern. So I might have to somehow move this over a little bit. So the middle, this one right here, comes down right there. So then I have equal spot. And whatever centerpiece we're going to have cannot be lower than this. So when you're down there, you can still fully see our emblem, right? Because if I put the chandelier down here and you walk in, it's already going to be blocking this. Anyway, that's it. Hours and hours and hours of building up here. I don't know yet what I'm going to do. I might just leave it this way because really nothing I want to put up here. Maybe a garden. I know it sounds crazy, but that's the only thing I can think of putting up here. Alright, so today we're going to set up a storage system. And then also, I'm very inspired by Toddy. Did I mention that already? If not, I'll mention it again. Make sure that if you're really interested into the RF Tools autocrafting, I learned a lot from watching his video, his latest, and also the one he did before. He did a tutorial on how to set up the RF Tools autocrafting. And I figured it's nice to have that in the beginning. You know, there's so many blocks that I keep crafting. Like, if I could just request spruce stairs or whatever, quartz stairs and so on, and the system makes it for me, it would be really cool for the future. But for that, I would like to have free power. And that's what we're going to get started with here. We're going to use the regular power cells for this. Should we set up our... I think I'm going to set that over here for now. I don't know where I'm going to put this yet. Let's go ahead and put this right here for the time being. We also need to set up... Oops, come back here. These 2 things with another one of these. I forgot. Alright, so put this here. None. And we're going to set this to output and output. And then this is my way back to the tavern. And this is the way here. And let's test it. Achievement get. The world moved. Oh yeah, here. I got the blast furnace. This is my 3rd stack of steel I've been making. And this over here has been going for a while. And I've already used a bunch of this. Oh yeah, they only stacked to 16. I keep forgetting. I already been using a lot of that. Let me just put this away for right now. Let's put it in. Yes. To make the treated wood and so on. But now let's go back. But like you guys know me for a while, I like to have free power for my storage systems, right? And for that, I wanted to use the windmills right here. But in order to use that, I needed to have a place to put them. And it took me forever to figure out. And then I remember you guys were all really happy about hearing that I'm thinking of making a village in the area here, right? And bam, there it is. It's the beginning. I wanted to have some kind of towers to put these windmills on, right? So I built this area. It's a little bit dense with rice and a little bit of wheat and flowers. But it looks very nice. Here's going to be a bridge. I just, prepared it. I'm actually not going to need to be over here. This is just decoration, right? And then over here, I was thinking we can have another building or something up there. And then we can have some things up here possibly. Even though I don't know if I would like to have something taller or higher up than the palace. But anyway, it's the beginning. And this bridge right here is going to come down to here. This tree farm is going to go away soon when I am done with it. And these right here took me forever to figure out, but they're super simple to build. And they have a very Japanese look to it. I'm very happy how they turned out. I'm very pleased. And like I said, I mean, look at it. It's just, it's super simple. Very easy to build. All right, but we're going to put kinetic generators on each one of these. And then on top of them, because you cannot change the output here. I learned this today when I was playing around with this first. And we're going to set all of these to in. And they're, of course, already tied to 12. I had them for quite some time. And the same over here. And set this to in, tied to 12. However, we have 3.5 million already. And this one right there, also to in. And now we're at 4.5 million. Perfect. And then we just put these on there. And I tested this at this height in a single player world. They actually, each one of them makes 50 RF a tick, guys. So that's 150 RF a tick for free. Hey, you. There we go. The only bad thing is, it saddens me. Just like these lanterns, you guys see, they just rendered in. When you go back, you don't see them anymore. You gotta come closer. And then but there's nothing I can do. We just have such a big area that it just happens. And like, check over here, when you see them, they're not getting rendered anymore. I'm not sure if there's something I can do about this. Let me see if this server doesn't give me more. Let's go to 15 chunks. I think our server is set to 12 chunks. Yeah, it doesn't change anything because that's just how Minecraft is. Nothing I can do about it. But now we got free power. I don't need to feed these guys down here anymore beef Wellington. Because I couldn't keep up right now with automatic farming. So this is cool. It still looks good. It just would be nice if you would always see them, right? Well, too bad. There we go. That's really close. So what are we going to do with this? This one goes all the way to the top floor, guys. The floor underneath me is going to be for machines and so on. And this floor up here is going to be storage, as well as our auto crafting in the future. Now RF tools, and then later on applied energistics. I am just doing the last few fine-tuning things, and then I'm gonna explain this whole storage room, guys. I recorded, I think, for about 40 minutes on and off, trying to set this up with you guys. But I came up with a design that I just did not like. I did not want this room to turn into just any old, boring storage room, like so many we have had before, right? Where everything is along the wall. Closed. Where everything is along the wall. We had it set up over here, all the way along the wall here, and I had a few dividers. I'm gonna overlay it on the bottom left of what we had first. How am I gonna do this again from here? And then I tore everything out again, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this off camera now. Come up with a really nice design. That reminds me more of almost like a treasure room, okay? By the way, I did notice being up here that you can see these empty walls from up here. And also, if you fly here, actually, you can see that there's nothing up on top of these buildings. But I think there's got to be something up there. Anyways, so lighting, I did a bunch of chiseling bits work right here. I don't know, I just felt like just having I have... what are these called? Lit redstone lamps in the wall. And I didn't want to have them just be like that. So I put a little bit of a design on top of it. It's very simple. Although I think that adds a lot. And you know, there is probably going to be more decorations or maybe armor stands and stuff here along the wall eventually. And then I tried to keep this design going somewhat. And up here, I just, you know, a little bit of depth to it via the chisel and bits and so on. And this over here is only... That's fine. That's fine. And this is what it looks like from the outside. So this is our storage room. And then out here we can have on one side, let's say, auto crafting. And on the other side, I don't know. Maybe we set up some other AE2 stuff eventually. So the idea is that I wanted to have this whole system here be in kind of pockets, right? It's almost like a library or a treasure. You go around and you can see everything, even though we're probably never gonna access it directly like this. And I've been mostly using the basic 1x. Why did they say 1x2? Wait, isn't that the same that it says on D? Yeah, 1x2. Huh, interesting. Does it say that on the tooltip as well? It shows 2x2. Why does this one show 1x2? You guys see that in Wayla? That is weird. Anyway, do they all show that? Yes. And I did some math here that if we, in each one of these, you know how we put the upgrades in there, right? If we have 4 emerald upgrades and then a void upgrade, what did I say now? 460 or 640. Let me do the math here real quick. So it is 13 per card times 8. 416 stacks per one of these little squares here. If we have 416 stacks of something or more, we're just gonna have to void it. So there's, you guys don't see any of the regular storage drawers, the big ones right here, the basic drawers that hold 32 stacks by themselves. I have a few of these 1x2s here, and then like I said, all the rest of these are the 2x2s, even though the tooltip doesn't show us properly, all the way up and down. And I have, what is this, 4, 8, 12, 24. Yeah, I made 25, I have 1 extra of the compacting drawers for the ingots, and I put them on the back side because I want this to be all wood in the front pretty much. I'm probably still gonna put some chisel and bits over here. Okay, so everything is gonna go into this drawer, in this drawer. This drawer is for these 2 sections and this one for these 2, and let me show you up here real quick. Oh, I just noticed I forgot. There's some wood behind it. You can look through there. So let's go ahead and fix that. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you here. And then over here, from these drawers right here, I come over with a trim, and then I come and connect this. It should all be connected. I have not tested it yet. Now this one is closed off right there, so I just have to put one more spruce right there, just so we cannot... Oh, you can look between them as well. And it doesn't really bother me that much. That's fine. We can leave it like that. And let's put this one back on there. And I decided to have a little bit of a brighter thing in the middle here. So, I don't know, so it doesn't feel so dark. Let me know how you guys like this so far. And then over here, these 2 sections is going to be the RF tools. Scanner and whatnot. Everything that we're going to need. And so it's going to go to these controllers and then to the boxes. And that's what I wanted to set up first now, to make sure it actually works. So we're going to start with our storage scanner here. I'm going to put a processor right here. And which one are we going to put opposite here? Let's put the workbench. And this is going to be the crafting station. Neither one of them, I believe, need power. They don't have anything. And then here we're going to put the programmer. And then between these 2, because they need power, we're going to put a power cell. And then over here, like I said, I'm going to leave it open for now. I'm not exactly sure yet what we're going to do here. We'll figure it out. Also, up here, I just put this so I know I don't want to go higher than that if possible, because it's going to be awkward if you need to reach something up there. You know what I mean? So, let's go ahead and do this here first. Let's set a rate. Actually, we don't need that. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at minimum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, I do need to get to these right here. So let's just do 20. There's nothing else in the area right now, so it should be fine. Scan, all right? And we're going to see a million drawers here. But that is fine. What we're going to do first is click on each one of these and put them on the top. Okay? Because these are going to be our overflow. I just like doing... Actually, you know what? Let's do it the other way. I'm going to click on each one of these drawers and say remove inventory. And you guys are going to see it's going to go through each one of them. Actually, you don't see anything moving. Now you do. Because I don't want these to be shown at all in this one. And when you remove them, we're never going to directly access them. Always through the controller. And even the compacting ones, I don't want to see. All right, 1 and 2. So Now we have all of them. And now I'm gonna move the programmer to the bottom, the processor to the bottom, this one to the bottom, and the power. Okay, so these 5 are on the bottom. And the draw controller, we're gonna move to the top, and this draw controller, we're gonna move to the top. And now I have to set all these here to routable with the star, because that tells the storage scanner that if I drop something off here, here, that it is allowed to put them back into the routable ones. So now what is next? The next thing is I would like to do is set up the ender chest. Okay, I think over here towards the front I'm gonna leave it open, and I don't want to put anything else here because if there's any auto crafting I want to have it there. So I think we're gonna put the ender chest here, guys. I don't really need the ender chest right now, but I just want it to be set up and ready. So if I'm going over and moving stuff, I can just drop it off in the ender pouch that I made right here. By the way, I have not tied this together. Shift right click, bam, and now it has the diamond one, and now of course this chest open. Very good, very nice. All right. What I want to do is I'm gonna need a node here. And this is north. That's easy to remember. So I'm gonna put the node right here. These don't need power. Okay. And channel I'm gonna name Thor Storage. And the node I'm gonna call Ender Chest. Hope I can name them this long. Okay. Alright, now we come over to the processor first, and then in here we do net setup, I think. No network card, of course. I gotta put a network card first. Let me go ahead, and this one is probably full. Let me, do I have another one? There it is. I have a little bit of room in here. Let me try to put it in here first. As much as we can. Alright, good, it fit all. I won't be doing any chisel bits on camera now, so we can just put this away for a second. And get this back on here and put all of this stuff away. And you. Good. Now we got room. Perfect. So now we got to get some stuff from out here. We're going to need for sure the network card. Let's start with that. Let's put the network card in here. Hello. Let's put it right there. And do net setup. And it should tell us missing channel name. Okay. So it's going to be net setup. For storage. 1 node and 1 crafting stations found. Because the episode is going to be long, I don't think, and I'm also going to make sure not to put it in the title or the description so you guys don't expect me to set up auto crafting. I think we're going to save that for next episode because we still have a little bit of stuff to do with this, as well as I want to work on make this thing right here. That is why I didn't have the receivers, because I actually didn't plan on using transmitters. I was just going to use the advanced porter that I made. But anyway, so let's go in the programmer here. And we're going to make... Wait, that was weird that it didn't open it. Strange. And I also have these here so I can remotely access it later. I just made regular CPU cores for now. Because usage, diamonds and emeralds, I can upgrade it to the next one. And then this one, I need dimensional shards. I don't have any of those. And also my thing is that this one here takes 14 RF per tick, while this one only takes 4 RF per tick. And because we only have the little wind power, I figured we're only going to use 1 CPU for right now in here. And we're going to need a program card. And I made 1 RAM chip. The RAM chip is... That's so we can save variables, right? Yes, right there. You guys see, now we can have 8 variables in case I need them. So this is kind of like the minimum setup I like to have. And now we're going to come in here and start our first program. Oh. Okay, there's been a problem with it since the beginning. It's better if you shift click here to put the card in there. I've always had problems putting them in here. Okay, so how do we want this to work? I want the ender chest to be emptied, and I want the items to be put into the storage scanner. Oh. Wait a second. That means I'm gonna need a node above the storage scanner, I believe. Yeah, because it won't be able to talk to it. So let's... So wouldn't it then make more? No, we're just gonna add a node. I don't care. We can make more of these. It doesn't matter. Okay, so let's name the same channel Thor storage, and we're gonna call that scanner. So I know this one. So this one is ender chest, one word, and this one is scanner. And now we come back over here again and do net setup for storage, and now we should have 2 nodes. Perfect. Okay, so first thing we're gonna need to have is an event. Let's see here. Signal repeat. Let's just start with that. And every ticks, I'm just gonna make it every 20 ticks, which is 1 second in Minecraft. Okay, so what do we need to do is we need to check count items, examine items, get number of slots, in an inventory adjacent to the processor or node, and put it as the last result. Inventories, no. We need something that grabs items. There we go. Fetch items. Okay, and this is connected to over here. The inventory is going to be, the node name is ender chest. The side is north. In access, we're gonna leave empty. I think this is which side we wanted to access from, but we don't need that. And the slot, not used, slot in inventory, not used for storage. We're not gonna use that either. An item, we don't care either, because I just wanted to fetch everything. I don't know what this blinking thing here means yet. So we're fetching the item, and then I believe I need to put it internally off of this guy right here, the processor. I don't think you can just take it and then give it off. Why don't we test it? That's fine. We can just move it around. So we fetch the items, and now we're pushing the items. Why are you blinking? What did it just say? Oh, double click to change connector. Amount slot out. Wait, is there more? Only routable or dictionary. Aha, so we do need that. Slot out. Okay, we're gonna set the slot here to 0. Close. That is a programmer here. If we have the card, if I click on this, it shows it over here. I think you even get numbers. Oh yeah, there we go. Slot 0. So I marked, if put the program in here, I wanted to use slot 0. So this one is gonna be assigned. So it does have it internally. Okay, and now over here, we are going to put, that is going to be scanner. Yes. So right here, we're gonna do inventory, scanner, side is going to be down, close, slot any, amount any, and the slot in is going to be 0. Right? This is what you are. Internal processor slot for input. And that's it. It should do that every second. Whatever is in the ender chest, it takes it out and puts it into our storage scan. Okay? It doesn't get much simpler than that. So we're going to save that and say storage input. Okay? Because we might have other things. So I don't want to just call this ender chest. Okay? We have it. And then let's put it in here. Okay, let's type in here clear. So if there's any issues, we're gonna see it, and just let's put something in here. And it took it, and it put it somewhere. We're gonna have to see where it put it. It's not in these. Oh boy. It is in here, right? Yes. Okay, where did you put it? Oh, this is... Ah, because they're all locked, guys. So it's probably in one of these here. Let's find it. I just want to make sure it actually put it into... Nah, let's not even go that complicated. Let me unlock this. And undo this one. Just, I totally forgot that we had these locked. Let's unlock this one. Yo, that unlock. There we go. Let's undo this one because it's still saved. This is saved. There it is. It went up here, huh? Interesting. Okay, and did I undo this one over here as well in the corner? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna leave it unlocked now, and let's try this one more time. There it is. Okay, so it's the closest to this draw controller, so I'm gonna guess that's why I put it here first. So that works. I dig it. Now, I would like to do one more test real quick. If it does, let's get 3 stacks. I want to see if it does a stack at a time. Stack, stack, stack. Okay. And they're all in here. Perfect. And I guess if I ever have a quarry or something that's gonna input items here fast, right? Then I can simply set this event here to like 10, so it does it twice a second. So the lower I go with this tick, the more often it's gonna do it, right? Okay, so we got this set up. Now, of course, here in a couple minutes, I'm gonna start going over to my old storage system. I'm gonna bring everything over here and assign it. Okay, and because I do want to get this done today, so between episodes, I can actually bring all the items and put it in here and so on. But I mentioned a second ago that I also wanted to play around with the advanced charge porter and also these two here. But for that, I actually need to have something to be able to charge this. And I have never tried this. But first, we're going to set this up. We're going to take the storage control module. And then is it just right click? No, shift right click on the storage scanner. And then we'll take the storage module tablet, combine those. And now if this is charged, I can access this one as long as this is chunk loaded from anywhere in the world. I don't know if we can charge something in here. We can! That is awesome! Okay, I'm going to charge this in a second. Perfect, so I didn't want to have to worry. Okay, so now this is full, guys, and anywhere in the world I can access this. Now I have access to everything, right? I put this in here. It goes automatically into probably this slot over here again. Yes. And if I ever have masked things I need to put in here, I can just use the ender pouch and put everything into there, and it goes into this one as well. So guys, we finally have a storage system, but now I want to set this one up, like I said, real quick, because that way I can just be out and about, or, you know, be in a different dimension, and I just want to go home, and I can use this. Go ahead, and this should be enough for right now. So let me go ahead and try this out. Here's my elevator. Still need to do a lot with the lighting. Feels like it's night in there, but when you come out here, it's like, oh my god, the sun. Alright, and I believe, yes, I want the Thor Palace to be the first one. So shift right click right there. No? What? Wait, what's happening? No target set. Set. What? I thought that you tie these to transmitters. You just click the ground? No. Or transmitter. Maybe you can do it when they're dialed? Oh my god, I'm such a moron, guys. I need the receiver. There we go. Sorry about that. See, now I right click and I'm here. And the other one we're gonna set over here. That was derpy. Alright, now actually I think I need to go. Let's see if it just does it automatically the next one. Yes, right there. And when I shift mouse wheel, no, it doesn't work. What is it? Shift right click? Open it. Is it shift left click? Scroll wheel? No. So I guess you have to. I thought that there was a press shift. Allows you to sneak right click on the receiver, right click to perform teleporter. No, so you just need to switch it. Whoops, shift right click and switch to something else. You know, and I'm out and about, I do my thing, and I right click it and I come back here. So that is really nice. I think when I go between our two bases here, I will actually take these two right now, because, you know, I gotta fly up there every time. I think I'm gonna take these two for right now and put them up into the storage room, because that's what I'm gonna spend a little bit of time now, going back and forth. And for the time being, I'm just gonna put them. I need to make sure to have let's put it right here. perfect. That's actually a good spot. We'll put the receiver right there. Transmitter. Because I gotta make sure that this is not something I just walk into all the time when I'm going around here, right? Otherwise, I get teleported constantly. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go over to the storage system now and then start bringing over a bunch of these different items. And then I just want to show you guys the organization that we're gonna have. Alright, I'll just made another chunk loader. Because, well, I could have shown you guys. But if I'm over in the tavern and I try to use the tablet, it tells me, actually it shows you right here. Storage scanner is out of range. Because this isn't chunk loaded, right? So I think this is the first one we need to chunk load. 1, 2, and perfect. So I think I'm just gonna put this one. 3, and then over there. Well, I'm gonna have to figure out if I want to rearrange them or what later on. But for now, this is chunk loaded. So from over the base, I can send stuff here or access it anywhere in any dimension. And now let me show you guys. Let's start down here. This is going to be the block wall. Okay, there's still lots of room here for the other stained clay that I don't have. And otherwise, I kind of tried to group them a little bit by colors. The grays are here, and then the yellowish and white and so on. I guess this is also gray. Anyway, it's all set up over here. Over here, I have wood and sticks and branches, of course. I think I'm only going to keep these 6 types in the drawers right now. All the other ones I don't have very much, and I always just brought over 1 or a stack so far. Okay. Then over here I'm gonna have all kinds of other gems that I cannot compact, and I found 10 dimensional shards. I didn't know that I had 10. I don't know where I found them. Probably in the Nether. I think that's the only other place where you can find them. And then here's some of these other gems from Tech Reborn, I think, right? Yep. That I don't know what they're for. And then this here looks like the black quartz, but it's actually ender biotite. Over here is gems and also clay, because it's closest to the blocks here. Because clay is a block to me. Everything that can be compacted. Now let's go over here. I just always run around because I don't want to step into this. I only have iron and gold for now. I didn't want to put the copper and tin and so on because I only have like 20 of each. Until I know which type I want to have displayed here. And here's the slime balls because mob drops are over here. This is completely empty. This is empty. Oh, don't let me step into it. And this is also empty. I have so much room down here, guys. It's going to be awesome. For the entire series, I'm not going to need to worry about not running out of storage space ever. And then over here, I don't know yet what I want to put in these doubles. I'm going to have to figure out what I want to put there. And over here, I have all kinds of mob drops. Mob drops, I think I got pretty much all of them. Besides beef and pork and stuff like that, because I'm going to probably set up some kind of a system to automatically send these things over to the tavern. So we are near our kitchen. Because that's going to stay over there. Also have, I think, 3 stacks of ender lilies. I don't know where I got all of them from. I have no idea where I got all these ender lilies, but I've had 3 stacks in my chests in the tavern. So that's what everything looks like. And now I wanted to test something. First of all, we're going to lock everything. Okay? Just making double sure that everything is locked. So when I send stuff into the system, it doesn't try to fill these drawers first, because that would be a nightmare. And now, of course, the last thing I gotta do, and that's what I'm gonna get started now, once I'm done recording this, is bring all the items over. There is many items that I did not assign a drawer, okay? For example, grass. That's a good example here. A lot of the things in here, everything from the fridges over here, I did not assign. Like carrot, melon, and so on. So if I get those, I think that until I have a farm, there is no reason to assign one of these to drawer. And like the mushrooms, I harvest them out here and bring them in here. So I don't think I'll ever need to have a drawer for those either. But anyway, so how am I going to go about this? Like this one here has 28 stacks. Now the way I could do it is, I guess I could either just, you know, empty as many stacks as I feel like emptying. Like this, so everything here is on the floor. Then right click, and then just Control Shift left click. No, oh, it's not any eye ready, but I can just hold down shift and draw my mouse over like this, and you guys see it takes out a stack at a time. And I'm actually want to try out now, real quick. We're gonna go back, and for this time here, of course, you know, I want this to be emptied as fast as possible. We are going to take our program out of here. Bam. Put it back into here. Now, if I don't have this anymore, right, I can simply click on load, and then it will put it here again. But we're gonna go here, and we're gonna say, set this down to, oh, I gotta click here. Every 5 ticks, so that's 4 times a second. And say save. And put it back in here. And we can test right here. Look how fast it emptied that once it kicked in. You saw that? Does it only... Oh, this was just a display error. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's go back one more time. Because I also wanted to show you guys the second way you can do it. Which, right now, it's only Non and me. And it doesn't cause that much lag if you are smart about it, okay? For example, you see this chest right here. It's full of cobble, right? Yeah, cobble. I could just break one side. And it filled me, right? Then go here. Just draw them in there like this. So these items aren't floating for very long. And that is it. And it's empty. And then I can break the second one because I have the magnet. I can just come here and empty everything over and over. I want to make sure that I probably want to put this down here so there's nothing else on the bar. And then I can take these chests again. Put it here. And put them back down there. Because I do want to keep this. I am going to remove these here. Just so I have less floating entities here. And the chisels I'm going to actually throw away. Because I don't want to keep them. I don't want to have chisels in my storage system, right? And otherwise, as I told you guys earlier, what I can also do is just click things into the storage tablet right here. 19,500. Let's get 2 more items. How much is it now? 19,400. So every operation, because I just sent in the 2 stone at once, costs 100 RF. And of course it's slower because if you click really fast, this needs to be emptied first. So I am gonna go ahead and use the ender pouch method and so on. But anyways, guys, that is it for today. I'm very excited that we got this done. And next episode, I definitely want to start with the auto crafting. And also, I would like to start moving other stuff over or start something new. And for the future overall, I would like to make a little bit of a mix, if we can. I don't want to just have entire episodes building or entire episodes doing something else. So maybe we'll mix it up a bit. So that means, you know, beginning of the episode, we might do some tech, and then towards the end of the episode, we're going to do some building, and so on and so on. Let me know how you guys like that idea, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.